Alright, so this is Vikas. Today we'll see how to load the Excel dataset which has an extension of .xlsx. So the previous tutorial we have seen how to load an Excel dataset which has an extension of .csv. So the process are similar, but often learners are getting confused. So in that case I'll demonstrate you. So if you have during your installation, if you have add path in your environment variable, so you can use uh, Jupyter Notebook. You can just type the Jupyter Notebook in your current work, like my data set or data file is available inside this folder, and I wanted to make sure that this a specific location would be the current working directory. So what I'll do, I'll just write Jupyter Notebook over here. And if you have during the installation, if you have added the environmental path as a tick mark in the advanced installation, so you can launch this Jupyter Notebook from here, or else you can find the in the bottom left corner as a anaconda. Once you write this anaconda, you would be able to see currently it is launched, so no problem. In the bottom left corner, bottom left corner, if you'll write anaconda, and if it is installed, you can just click on this anaconda navigator, and then the complete anaconda navigator would be open, and inside this one uh, specific tiles for the Jupyter notebook, and there would be one launch button. You can click on this launch button and then you can start working. So once you launch that button, you would be able to see this kind of thing. So here we have a we need to load the Excel file which has the extension of .xlsx, and we wanted to go for a new file. So we can click on this new button, then we can go for Python 3. Once we go for the Python 3, one Jupyter notebook would be created, and here what I'll just write the fourth tutorial. I have written this fourth tutorial because earlier it would show as a untitled. Now the very first thing which we have to write, that is we need to find the current working directory. So how to do that? You can just write import os.get cwd. Once you do that, it will show the current working directory. It means that we have inside our system there is one drive called F, then folder called 2020, and there another folder called YouTube. So inside this I wanted to make sure that I wanted to go, and this is the exact location, okay, which I wanted to make sure my file is available, and I wanted to make it as a current working directory. Therefore I have launched the Jupyter notebook from here only by typing the Jupyter notebook in the search location. So if you are typing this and if it is not working, don't worry, you can try the another way, because while installation you have not selected that add path in your path variables, okay, and this would be very easier to launch the Jupyter notebook quickly. Now if we want to load the data set, so what we need pandas, right? We need pandas. So we can write import pandas, and we can make this as also like import pandas, but if we want to make it as a calling name, so we can write it as a import pandas as pd. So now all the characteristics of this pandas would be available inside this pd. Once I execute this, it will take some time. Now see this, it is executed and it shows the number. Now here if we go to our current working directory, you can check it over here. This is the Excel file. However, this is also the Excel file, but it has an extension of .csv, which is comma separated values, and this file is nothing but the Excel worksheet, okay. So you might get in both the format. So we have to go for the properties, and in the properties we can check the name is housing underscore Excel, then the extension is .xlsx. Once you open this housing and housing underscore Excel, both have the same values only, but their file and formats are different, names are different, okay. So we already sure that the name is housing underscore Excel, because when we are loading any data set, and while loading itself it throws some error. So there is first chance that you have used the wrong name of the data set, or else you have not used this extension. And third would be some other error, but usually these two things happens with all kind of learners. Okay, now we are sure, and we'll launch this. And how to load the Excel file. Okay, load the Excel file which has extension of .xlsx. We wanted to comment this. We have given this. Now what we can write, we can call the pandas pd.read underscore excel underscore excel. Then here we have to write the file name, so that is nothing but housing underscore excel, and never forget to mention this xlsx. It will definitely load that, but we wanted to load in some location or in some name, right? That could be the variable. If you are already a bit aware about programming, so we know that that would be named as a variable, and here that is called as a data frame or data set. So I have written it as a data. So once we execute this, see here it shows a star mark. So depending on the size capacity of this housing underscore excel.xls, it will take some time. Now show if we'll see this, it shows 3. Earlier it was showing star mark, so it is properly loaded. So what is the difference between the previous and this one? That was the CSV file, and we have written earlier that pd.read underscore CSV, and the name was like housing and the extension was .csv. But this is Excel file, so we have to write xlsx, and instead of this CSV, because this file is nothing but the Excel file, so it is executed. And when my data set is properly loaded, so we need to check that it is loaded properly or not. What to do? We have to check the header and footer. So we have given this data.head, and once we execute this, it will show the very first 5 rows. Python starts from 0, so 0 to 4. It will show the first 5 rows and all the columns. You can see this. It will starts from longitude to what's an proximity. Okay. You can also check the last 5 columns, that could be considered as a tail, data.tail. Once we execute this, you can see over here it will show the very last 5 rows, and here in this parenthesis it is clear, we are not assigning any values, so it will default give 5 values. But if we'll assign 8, so in this case it will give you the last 8 values. Now you can check 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 and 8. For this applied for the header also. So this way we can verify that my data set is properly loaded or not. So this is it.